Well, hey there, folks. It's Bubba-T coming back at you straight out of the Nothing Fancy studio. I got a great show lined up for you tonight. So stay tuned. We got a lot to talk about. So hope you enjoy it. This is the Bubba-T Show. Let's go.
Well, shackle my hands and call me an outlaw. Well, I'm proud of my rebel ways. I've raised hell since I was born. I raised hell till I hit the grave. Mama whooped my ass near every day. Well, I was a hellion, so she'd say. Well, I don't guess too much has changed. 'Cause I still ride that hellbound train.
All right, all right. Welcome back for another wonderful episode. I'm so glad to be back. I'm glad y'all have joined me tonight. I can't thank y'all enough for all the support. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All that counts for any of the production purposes. Don't forget that all my merch is dropped. So we got shirts, we got hats. If anybody local would like anything from me, you can holler at me through Facebook, Snapchat. You can email me at thebubbatshow@gmail.com. But Old Bubba T now has a official website. So you can go to officialbubbatshow.com, officialbubbatshow.com, and you can order straight from the site. So, and it's got bukus and more things like cups, cell phone cases, backpacks, purses. Hell, you can order socks too with my face on it. I know you want one of those. But tonight I got a special guest that we're going to be talking to and getting to know a little bit. So here she is, Crystal Jones. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming out. I really appreciate guests because it, makes me feel better when I got somebody in here with me.
It's good to have people to talk to.
Yeah, yeah. So, how's it been going for you?
Not bad. It got cold. I mean, it got hot again after that cool spell.
It was
And
miserable today.
It was. I was outside for a little bit and I feel like I got a little sunburn.
Yeah, yeah.
The makeup doesn't have the sunscreen I thought it did.
Right. Yeah, never does.
Mm-mm.
I jumped into that yard dog today. Thank God we got one that's got air conditioner now. So, but when you first get in, it was parked right where the sun was coming in the windshield.
Oh,
So it was just nuts in there, and that seat was like scorching hot. So
that's murder.
yeah, and I was getting so used to that cool weather. I was having to wear my hoodie in the mornings. Getting up about 6 a.m.
And it does. It gives you energy. It makes you want to get out
Yeah,
and walk and just sit out
yeah.
on the porch. And it's fun that way.
Just makes the day feel so good.
And I
But
do like the longer days.
yeah,
If it
yeah.
could be that weather with it still being daylight at 8 o'clock at night, that would
Mhm.
be perfect.
But it seems like it is getting, or staying dark longer in the mornings. Because I remember whenever it was like super hot back in like July, I'd get up at like 5:30, and it was already bright outside. I woke up this morning. It was a little after 6. It was still dark, kind of.
And that
Here.
messes with you
Yeah,
because you
messes with
think
you.
you woke up early.
Yeah, yeah. Makes me want to go back to sleep. That kind of thing. And I don't need that no more than I already got it.
It's kinda like when it's raining and there's a good rainstorm and you're waking up like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back to sleep," the best sleep in the rainstorm,
Right.
but you have to get up and get your things done, start your
Yeah,
day.
yeah. Especially here in the studio because I got that metal roof. So when it starts raining, oh my God, it's like wonderful, wonderful noise. Like I could go to sleep right here in this chair.
That's
But
peaceful, yeah.
yeah, very much so, very much so.
I bet you could find that on YouTube
Yeah,
and that's your background noise to go to sleep.
and I did do that. When the tornado hit, and we didn't have nowhere to live. We didn't have anything. We were staying at Nikki's mom's house, and we didn't have a fan or nothing. That night. So I got on my phone on an app, and it was a fan app, and I got it, and it sounded just like a fan, thank God. But I still didn't have the air blowing in my face, but that really helped me out having that noise because I'm just a noise sleeper.
That white noise,
Yeah. Most of the time, I got to have like TV in the background. I don't like the brightness of the TV, but I just like having something playing.
I'm the
And
same
then,
way.
yeah, I just love that. Makes
Yeah,
me feel better somehow.
like a nightlight. I have it
Mhm.
on in the bedroom never wanted a TV in my bedroom. I mean, I don't watch it. I go to the bedroom, go to bed,
Right.
or go to
Yeah.
the closet, or do what I need to.
Right.
And I'm like, why do we need it? But then I leave it on for the light so I
Yeah.
can see
Yeah.
Caitlin and not stump my toe and
Right. Right.
not trip over anything. Yeah, it helps.
Yeah. Because I did get into a little stretch there where I liked it pitch black, but I don't know. I guess something changed when Carmen was born. I don't know. I get that's probably I guess the worry,
It
but
does. Yeah, you can't see your baby. Where is
yeah,
she?
right. So
I'm the same way. I can feel her, and she's oddly enough, she sleeps between us, and she feels for us too.
yeah,
She looks around, and if Daddy's not in bed, she looks up and asks me, "Where's Daddy?"
right, right. Yeah,
But she doesn't ask Daddy, "Where's Mommy?" She's like, "Mommy." She knows I'm in the
yeah,
house. I'm close by.
right, right. That's funny. Yeah, kids are something else, man.
They
Uh,
are. I still can't believe I have a little girl. It's
yeah,
yeah, I can't believe it. I mean, she's 2 years and a few months.
yeah,
She's supposed to be an April Fool's Day baby,
right.
but she came March 29th. But
Wow.
still an Aries, still a fire sign
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like me.
yeah. No, Carmen was just a lesson straight from the beginning for us. Came in June in
Yeah,
the summer months. So
a summer babe.
yeah, yeah, we get to have him outside grills and stuff, for birthdays and stuff. So I enjoy it. It's being a father changed me completely on a lot of things, and I didn't even think it would on some, but
It does, and with everyone, it's different.
yeah,
Each
yeah.
each person.
I always enjoyed video games. I was a big video game player, and I'd sit in there for hours and play. Piss Nicky off kind of thing. And I just don't care about it anymore. Since he was born.
I when my brother moved out, of course, he took his Sega with him.
Yeah,
I loved Sonic, of course, and Mortal Kombat.
right.
Braden was my
Yeah.
favorite.
Well, I'm a Scorpion guy, but
Ah,
yeah, I love Scorpion.
yeah, that's a good character too.
Yeah.
But after that, I just don't play anymore. I feel like I need to do something else, something constructive. Search the
Yeah,
internet or
right.
I don't know, something.
I just like being outside too. Just going outside and doing yard work's fun to me. Now, I don't. A lot of people don't like to do yard work, but I do. I enjoy mowing and stuff like that. So,
It does.
yeah,
He's since we've had this drought, he hasn't mowed the yard,
right.
and he wants to. I can
Yeah,
tell.
I do too. I do too. But it's so damn dusty too, and I mean, I don't particularly like the rain all the time, but sometimes we need it. You know, but since the tornado, we've been so damn scared of storms and stuff. So any little thunder, we're both like, "Is it going to tornado or what?"
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
that trauma from it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And we wasn't technically in it. We just lost everything out of it. Thank God we left, but we did get out before it happened. And Granddad next door here, he's got a storm shelter now. So at the beginning of the summer this year, when I think it was like 3 solid weekends there, we had some pretty bad storms come through, and we stayed in that for each time. I know almost 6 hours. We sat down there and waited for
wow,
all the storms to stop. Carmen had a blast. She thought it was a little clubhouse. She was writing on the walls with the chalk and stuff like that. And Papa was down there, and we played some games and stuff.
that's a good distraction
Yeah.
for.
Now the last storm though, the one they thought adamantly that it was going to be a tornado come through,
Mhm.
and my brother Ryan, he's got him a baby now and two step kids, and then his girlfriend, and that storm shelter is about big enough just for me, granddad, my dad, and us. And
Oh,
they came to join the party. And we were just in there, just standing there like
mm,
sardines.
like an overcrowded limo.
Yeah, and it was just pouring down rain, and we had just bought a Nissan Altima, and we drove it down there, and I had no idea it was a thing. But on your key fob, I was leaning up on the steps like this,
Uh-huh.
and apparently I had pushed the unlock button up against that step. And if you hold that unlock button down, it rolls your windows down.
Oh, totally unaware. See, I didn't even know.
I didn't have a clue. No other car that we've got does this except for
Mhm.
that Nissan Altima. And we were just so happened to be in that night. And we was in there for 6 hours, and then when we was just tired and wore out, ready to go home, we get out. I'm taking stuff to the car and I'm walking. I look up. I'm like, the windows are down. I like lost my mind because I thought Nikki had left him down. So I started I
Like,
started getting mad.
"Ow."
Yeah,
How
I
did
was
you
like,
figure it out?
um, well, we really didn't until we got to work the next Monday, and David Gunner brought it up. He said, "Well, he probably just leaned up on the unlock button."
He's so smart.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
and it's in the manual, but who's gonna read the manual
right. Who's gonna
unless
know
something
that?
goes wrong?
Yeah,
How do you know?
and this Jeep Cherokee we got now, I tried it with it. Don't do it on that. I don't know. Maybe it's an Ultima thing. I don't know. But man, we got out there to that car and there was water. I'm talking deep in the
Yeah,
bottom.
maybe a little lizard,
Yeah.
something. Wow.
But next day it was actually sunny that next day, and I vacuumed it all out, and it took a few days for it to completely dry. But thank God there wasn't no smell.
I was just gonna ask you that. Was there that mildew, wet
Man,
smell? I
I
hate
was
that.
afraid of that, but it didn't. I guess I got to it quick enough before it, got the heat and all that humidity mixed into it. I guess, but it didn't smell, so that's good.
I
It's
know, I
good.
hate that. It's like
Yeah,
it never gets out. Like that episode of
right.
Seinfeld, the smelly car. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, what is it? It's a funk. It attaches
mm,
to your body. What is it?
it's just there, man.
Attaches to your
Yeah,
hair.
yeah,
No getting it out. Burn the car, set it on fire. That's it.
right. But man, I remember meeting you at Goodyear, right?
Mhm.
That's where we
Yes.
met at. So, I mean, what kind of journeys have you been on? You know?
Oh, wow. Let's see, where to start?
Yeah.
After Goodyear shut down, I went back to UT Martin to finish my business degree,
Mm.
and I took a lot of marketing classes and accidentally minored in marketing,
Oh,
which I loved, and I even thought
yeah,
about switching my major to sports management, or even I thought about human performance because I love acting as
yeah,
well,
yeah,
and graduated. And soon after I graduated, I went to modeling acting school in Memphis,
mm,
John Casablanca's Modeling and Career Center.
yeah,
I joined model talent management, studied, even watched a lot of YouTube videos on
right,
acting.
yeah,
And there's a lot on YouTube.
yeah.
I mean, you could tell the good acting, the bad acting, and you still watch it. You can't look
You
away.
can't look away. Yeah,
Yeah. You're like, I want to be not like that.
right,
Yeah.
right.
That's not who I'm looking for.
I really wish we'd have had that platform when I was in high school. I wish we'd have had all that because that was my dream was to be a movie director slash
Mhm.
actor. That was my dream straight out the gate.
That's awesome.
I mean, I had before the tornado, but I had bukus, like notebooks of screenplays that I wrote, and which is my two published novels. I did all that, and that's what I wanted to be. And in this small town setting, nobody believed that was even reachable. So it kind of brought me down. So I didn't really go after it, you know, until later on in life. And then I joined Full Sail University in Florida. Is when I first graduated high school, I could have went to Los Angeles and lived with my uncle there and went to LA film school. I got
Yes.
in. Like I did the scholarship thing and everything, but I didn't. I guess I was just scared or, you know, people telling me like, you're never going to make it out there. You're never going to do anything like movie director. You're from Casey, Kentucky, that kind of thing.
I got similar discouraged speeches like
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
at the same time, it's scary.
Right.
You're moving away from your family, your friends, different
Yeah.
place,
Totally different
different
place.
time there. You don't know anybody, right?
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot of variables that affect. And the
Right.
same with me. Why didn't I do it when I was younger? Um, but you're constantly having to work, make the dollar to
Yeah.
live, and on the side study monologues, on the side do this. But
Right.
God put you here for
Yeah.
this moment for certain reasons, and
Yeah.
it's like me, you can always go back and do it. And they say, you're never too old to start your dream, have a new dream.
Right. Yeah. You're
And
not. Yeah. You're never over. Because when I did join Full Sail, there was two other guys in there. One of them was in his 50s, and the other one was in his 60s, and they went. That was their first year. They said they just wanted to do it. They finally had the financial means to do it, so let's do it. I'm like, damn, yeah, yeah, that's
and that's
right.
inspirational. And they're
Yeah,
not going to tell you, no, you can't do it because you're from a small town.
right, right. I don't know if they ended up graduating or not, but I was only able to complete a semester, because of financial. stuff.
But that's still something.
Yeah.
Something though, if you did
Mhm.
it.
Yeah. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I got A's and B's.
Mhm.
I just couldn't secure that second half. But I did make it to where that first semester they supplied you with a Apple MacBook laptop and it had Final Cut Pro on it. The best editing software you can
Uh-huh.
get. And I made a lot of good stuff. Like on that laptop, I made a full episode of a TV show that I created here in Casey
Yeah.
with regular Joe people.
Oh, wow.
And I let my uncle Dennis watch it, and he loved it. And he was gonna take it back to California with him because I mean he had lunch with Tom Cruise and stuff like that. So he was gonna help me out a little bit.
And it's on who you know,
Yeah,
connections.
that's exactly right. But I come home that night after the tornado, and when it got daylight, and there was my laptop sticking up out of the ground like that, and
My stars.
I never got it. I never
Yeah.
got. I still got the laptop. I need to go to Best Buy and see if they can pull the stuff off. But
I'm sure they can with the technology they
yeah,
have now. Maybe it's possible.
it could be.
And if
Could
not, you
be.
can recreate it. A lot of
Yeah,
people recreate.
yeah, I could. But I mean, I found this podcast and I love podcasts. So yeah,
And that's another one of your, what is it, jack of all trades.
right, right,
Yep.
yeah,
That's what I try to be.
yeah. And
Be
I
one in each
remember
jack.
it's been years ago, but or it must not have been too long after you had got started in the acting stuff. And I remember my dad telling me, "You remember Crystal Jones?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like she's in a TV show. I'm like, "What? Really?" So, and what was that you was in?
The first series I was in was Nashville when
Asheville.
it was
That's right.
running. It went from, I believe, ABC to, I think, CMT took it over,
Mm.
and they were filming in Nashville. And
Yeah.
I drove, and yeah, it was season 6, the last season, and I was in episodes 1, 3, and 5.
Nice.
And the first day, uh, I was there 13 hours.
Wow.
Didn't act for that long, of course. There's a holding area where you
Yeah.
sit and wait to be
Mm.
called in, and it was the concert scene. So they filmed the Nashville concert scene there and also the Los Angeles concert
Oh
scene there
wow.
as well. They just
Mm.
had to switch up
Yeah.
the people.
Oh, I got you.
And I had never watched the show before,
Yeah.
didn't know who was who, and I learned that from the people that were there. I'm
Right.
like, who are these people? Who? I don't know. I thought, oh my gosh, what have I gotten into?
Yeah.
But it was very exciting. Just the energy,
Right.
being there, talking to different people. Um, and of course, they look at your outfit and say, "Hey, you need to change a top." You bring several outfits with you, and they pick it out.
Cool.
So I was a background actor there, and I show up in about 3 different scenes in the first episode, and I had braces at the time, adult braces, and I
Oh.
was trying not to smile because I didn't. I was like, "No, no, I can't show."
Yeah.
But it was funny, and I got to meet a lot of several good people, talented,
Yeah.
funny.
Mm.
Yeah. When we were all so tired, there was this one girl, Natasha, and she's like, "Come here, rest your body, put your legs on this," because we had been standing so long for a
Right.
concert scene,
Yeah.
and it was awesome. And they say background actors, well, you don't have to do anything, you just stand there. No, you
Yeah.
have
It's
to
more
do
to it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they tell you need to clap, you clap. You have to pay
Mm.
attention.
So how did that come about? Like, how did you find that?
I I went to, I think it was on location casting,
Yeah.
and put in my information, and I submitted, of course, a picture, your height, your weight, if you have any history in acting.
Yeah.
And I had this lady email me back and said, "Hey, are you interested in coming to Nashville for this series?"
Wow.
I was like, "Absolutely, just when and where."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I showed up,
Mm.
and then after the first episode, they called me back for the coffee shop scene.
Yeah.
And again, I went to that. That was a little shorter. It was only 4 hours
Mm.
because you have to wait, and
Right.
someone comes in and tell you, "You're gonna be here, you're gonna be there, this person's gonna be over there." And when the scene starts, you're just gonna walk, pick up your coffee, or you're gonna sit at your table. And I learned the term pantomime,
Mm.
pretend,
Yeah. Yeah.
pretend talking.
Wow.
Yeah, pretend to drink this cup of coffee, it's empty, yeah.
Right.
And the character that plays Deacon, Charles Eston.
Hmm.
I got to chat with him for a minute. I said, "Check it out, I'm drinking this coffee." He's like, "Yeah, you got that imaginary coffee going there, don't you?" It
Yeah.
just is nice, and it was funny,
Wow. I
and
bet that was a good experience.
it was, and
Yeah.
you sit there, and when they say action, you do your thing. I took my coffee from the counter to the table and sat down and acted like I was showing my friend something on the tablet,
Yeah.
and then you also listen to them talking. You can't look at them, but you can listen to what's going on because you're having to act over here.
Right. Right.
But you're so bad wanting to look, it's like, "Are they doing what they're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about?"
Yeah. I bet. I bet. Wow, that's cool.
And, watching yourself on TV, I went and watched it later, and, of course, when I received my paycheck in the mail, I was just tickled. I was like, "Oh, my first paycheck as an
Yeah.
actor, paid actor."
Wow.
It was awesome. And then watching yourself on TV is just it's funny because 'cause you're like, "I remember that. I remember being there. I
Yeah.
remember watching the actors coming in, and this
Right.
is what
Right.
I did at the time."
And it's funny how that works out because it's like, or for me anyway, like past things that I've done as far as content, uh, I can remember doing it, but it's like I don't really remember the experience. You know what I mean? Like me being there, and it's kind of weird. Like I guess it's kind of like you don't really remember a whole lot about your childhood, just for the highlights, that kind of thing. But
Right, like what you got at Christmas or
yeah,
when you lost
uh,
your tooth or something,
yeah, like it happened. You were there, but you just can't remember a whole lot about the whole situation. Unless it's something exciting, something like that. I'd be
Right.
something different. But
I know it's crazy. I remember certain key things, like when they had food out or coffee, always Twizzlers, always Oreos,
yeah, yeah.
and coffee and water, and, of course,
Hmm.
good food.
So they did have the little snack tables that they
Yes.
say about. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
And you see everyone else, and I'm a people watcher. I'll
Yeah,
watch other people, and they're sitting there on their phones, several people reading books, some people just sitting there watching other people.
right.
Um, a lot of girls, younger, girls taking selfies with their friends there
Yeah,
because this is an exciting experience for
right.
them.
Yeah,
And, a couple of people, they might be there, "Oh, I'm just doing this on the side for an experience. I don't wanna
mhm,
go into acting. This is just I like this series, Nashville, and I wanna be on it."
yeah,
And I can
yeah,
tell my friends that.
hmm,
That's good too. It's a lot of different people that
yeah.
come together and experience that.
Most definitely. Because whenever back in the day, whenever I was doing this, I did come across a couple websites like that, which I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of was searching different things, like how would you audition for a role in Casey, Kentucky? How do you do that?
Right.
And there was a couple of talent agencies that popped up, and I just kind of clicked on it just to see what it was. And when I got through it, it charged you so much money to a month to be your talent search, pretty much. So it kind of spooked me. I'm like, is this a scam or what? I thought this
Right.
was kind of like putting in for a job or something, but I just kind of
And
left it behind after that. But
there are a lot of those out there.
yeah,
You do have to be wary. It's like anything else.
right.
You just have to watch out for it.
Especially something like that, because that's an exciting thing, to be able to go act somewhere. So I guarantee you they play off of that. Like, let's play on somebody's excitement. Say, hey, we might could put you in a movie. Just pay me $100 a month, and then I'll get you in one, and then you never hear from them.
Mhm.
That kind of thing. But you know,
And there are a lot of free ones out there
yeah,
because they want to find the talent. They wanna say, "Hey, I don't wanna use the same people over and over again. I wanna search out there and
right.
a diamond in the rough."
Hmm. And I did hear a couple of those like TV shows, and I know Walking Dead was one of them that they would grab anybody. You know, if you put in for the right, I guess, agency. But
'Cause they needed people and
yeah,
they wanted different
yeah,
people.
you're talking hundreds and thousands of zombies. You want them to look different, I guess.
Yes.
But uh, I just never did pursue it after that. I wish I had. Um,
And filming in Atlanta, I of course read about it and the experience they have in Atlanta and it being so hot and
yeah,
they're sweaty and there's mosquitoes everywhere, which I like reading about it and hearing about it
yeah,
because if you ever do pursue it and go to Atlanta, you'll kinda know what to expect
right,
or know what
yeah,
they went through.
hmm, yeah, most definitely. And that's kind of where the person that I am that I got locked away. I would like to see places. I'd like to travel, take a little traveling tour. Because me and my dad and my brother, we actually drove to Las Vegas last April.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see my Uncle Chris, and I just had a blast just riding, just going through there and seeing different things.
Because it's not like here.
No,
It's good. It's good to get away.
yeah.
I gotta say that.
In Las Vegas and those mountains, that's the first time I've ever seen mountains like that. And I thought it was just gorgeous. I'd move to Vegas today if Nikki would let me.
I've heard several people say that.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah,
cousin, Jennifer and Jermaine. They want to go to Vegas and move,
right,
and they've been maybe twice, but
yeah. I'd have never dreamed Chris would,
me neither. I
never
mean,
dreamed it. He always seemed like that timid person that wouldn't go somewhere big like that. And when he got that construction job, he had told me that he was going to build a Raider Stadium. I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool, you
that
know.
is.
And he went, and he was gone for a long period of time. Then the next phone call I got, well, I think I'm just going to stay. I was like, what? And, uh, and he did, and they love it out there. I mean, my first impression of going there, I was a nervous wreck because I'm thinking big city, traffic's going to be hell, trying to get in there. And when we got past the Hoover Dam, and I'll never forget this experience, I swear, it was nighttime, and we got past the Hoover Dam, and you start up this incline, right? You're going up where I'm driving. I'm going up it. It's all pitch black dark, and then as soon as you get over that peak, there's Vegas lit up. I'm
Oh,
talking like Christmas lights, like lit up, and I just started panicking. I was like, I can't drive in this. I can't drive in this. And we get going down the hill, going into Vegas, and the traffic's really not bad at
it's
all.
not. Mm-mm.
Nashville is worse than Las Vegas.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta say Nashville.
yeah,
Uh, I'm glad you drove though. We flew,
yeah.
and of course we got there early, so we didn't really get to see the lights. We saw the tall structures, but
Oh yeah, yeah. The
and
lights was amazing, amazing.
and it's changed so much that Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
When we first went there to get married, they were constructing it,
Mm.
and then we went back, of course, years later, 10 years later, and it's there, and
Yeah.
everything has changed around it,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's good to revisit.
And I never got on that thing. But, it's so cool to see. That I guess we're talking about the same one,
It is. Mhm.
uh, but yeah, it looks pretty cool to do.
It's
Next time we go, I'm gonna
huge.
do it.
You
Yeah,
should, yeah.
yeah,
And we stayed, at the Flamingo, so we were right there by it, and I remember when we went, it was January, it was cold, but I was big and pregnant and hot,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it didn't bother me, I loved it. And we see a shadow coming right beside the window. There's people gliding beside it
yeah.
to the Ferris wheel,
Wow.
and I
Mm.
thought, "Look at this." So that was some good photography work to add to my
Yeah.
portfolio. People in midair, yeah.
Right. No shit. Yeah, that'd be cool as hell. But I remember at Chris's house. Chris's house is pretty nice. I mean, it's in a nice, quiet neighborhood. And he has a back patio area, and I'd go out there. I love sitting out there. I mean, you didn't have to swat no bugs.
No,
You didn't have to worry about bugs at all.
desert.
Just sitting there, and it was just so peaceful. I had a palm tree right there, and it was just so nice. I really liked it. Really liked it. I'd go back in a heartbeat.
We
I
should. You have a
plan
place to
to.
stay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I plan to for sure. 'Cause, I mean, like I said, he lives in a pretty nice place, so nice neighborhood. And it seems like every neighborhood there, though, uh, looks identical, like the same. Like every house that neighborhoods that he lives in, there's all kinds of different ones. It's not gated, but it's got like gate walls kind of
Mhm,
that goes
mhm.
around each one of them. And when you go in it, every house looks the same. And I'm like, which house are we going to? you know.
You
So
need
we
a big
really had to look at
flag.
the number, yeah. But man, it was real peaceful. Everybody was real nice. You didn't have like assholes and stuff like that.
Hey,
Um,
that's how it was we went. I mean, and so friendly. You just stand beside somebody and say, "Man, it's a lovely day," or "Hey, cool shoes," and they talk back to you. They
yeah,
don't ignore you. Just the other day, I was at Walmart and I was just talking right beside this lady, ignores me.
right.
I'm like, "Well, okay.
Yeah,
Well, you have a good day. Bye."
right.
No one wants to talk, which is okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I may be in a mood too where I don't want to talk. I'm just
Right.
focused.
Like you're just there, just like get away from me.
Just put
Okay,
on
bye.
my imaginary headphones and go.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we actually went into a Denny's there and ate some breakfast one morning. I don't know if you know them or not, but you know the Hodge twins. You need to look them up. They're pretty cool. They're real political, but the Hodge twins, yeah, they've been around for quite some time. They started out on YouTube, and they're identical twins. They're black guys, and big Trump supporters. And they have their own podcast called the Twins Pod. Uh, I've been watching their stuff for years, and I walked into this Denny's, and we got done eating, and we were walking up there to pay, and I look over, and damn, there's one of them sitting there. I completely went starstruck. Right,
Mhm.
I couldn't even speak, and I looked him in his eye, and he leaned down to his wife, and I could read his lips. He said, "They finna come over here and talk to me," but I didn't. I was so starstruck. But
Oh,
this flag is one of their flags I bought off their site. That's
oh
their
wow.
symbol there, that H.
Yeah,
And
that's nice.
yeah, they're big patriots, and they actually give away $10,000 in vehicles like every other month. You know, just all kinds of good stuff. They do a lot of charities and stuff. I watch them a lot.
Good people.
Yeah, good people. And they're actually from Virginia, and they moved to Las Vegas, so they live in Vegas. And I was just completely starstruck. Didn't know what to do in a damn Denny's of all places.
You never know when you're gonna see
Right,
somebody.
right. So I
Love
thought that was pretty
Denny's.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the breakfast was amazing, and they had one of them little robots. They brought food to you. You know,
Oh wow.
that's the first time I ever seen one of them. Like we're just sitting there talking, and then this robot comes up, and we look over, there's our food, and I was like, okay, thank you, R2.
Did it say anything to you? Here's your.
No, I didn't speak. It didn't speak,
Oh,
but it just rolled up on us. It was pretty cool. But man, just the scenery there. I was just mesmerized every time we left there. Left his house to just drive somewhere. I was just looking around because, Vegas is in that bowl. So there's a mountain everywhere. You know, I just mesmerized.
and there's so much to look at and so much to do. You don't have to gamble. You can just get out and walk and
Right.
see the
Yeah.
sights.
I didn't gamble one time the whole week we was there. I like looking at stuff. So we went down to the Pawn Stars,
Yeah.
the pawn shop. We checked that out. That was pretty cool.
I've been there. The last time we were there, I only saw one Elvis the whole time we were there, and I was surprised about that.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
I yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to Elvis? I love Elvis.
What happened to that? Yeah.
But I saw a pink Cadillac, and there was Elvis. Got my picture with him. My mom did also. So that
Right.
was fun.
Was that by that hotel?
It was right outside the Pawn Stars.
Yeah. I tell you what we did see though, a lot of showgirls in the
Yes.
daytime. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that, you know.
Oh yeah, all the different colors,
Yeah.
pink, the feathers,
Right.
the glitter,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Like Chris said that there's a lot of girls that come there that's out of state that's there visiting, that they bring their showgirls outfits and they'll walk down through there and they'll get tips.
Yeah.
They make extra money while they're there
Yeah, get a
doing
picture with
that.
me.
Yeah, right,
Like,
right.
I'm not from here, but get a picture with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
said
love
that happens a lot.
It
I was
makes
like,
me want
okay.
to. It makes me want to be like, I'm gonna dress up. Let me
Yeah,
go
right.
jack up as Captain Jack Sparrow and go stand in the corner and hey, get your picture with me.
Yeah.
I'm a pirate today.
Right. Because I mean it's Vegas, right? So
Yes.
everybody's looking for different attractions to do. If I had like somebody from the band there, I would most definitely sit up there and play a little music, or something like that.
You should try it. Next time you
Yeah.
go, just try it just to see what happens.
Yeah.
It'd be a different
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
Because Nikki's supposed to go with me next time, so I can get her out there singing. So that'd be good. Yeah. Because this trip it was just the guys, and
Mhm.
it was just us. We've never took a trip just us before, and that's why we decided to drive. Is just kind of have like some father sons time, Just especially since mom passed. We just never done anything on our own. So.
And how long did it take driving?
36 hours, I think is what it was. Because we actually stopped midway in Amarillo, Texas. That's where we stayed the night at on the way there.
Mhm.
And then got up the next morning and drove the rest of the way. On the way back, though, we drove all the way through. So it was about 36 hours, or was that roughly? And it wasn't bad a trip. It
It's
was,
not with people.
yeah, it's not. It wasn't like, the only place that I didn't like was New Mexico because all of it was exactly the same. There was nothing really to see, other than the same thing.
Mhm. And flat, isn't it flat?
Flat, yeah,
Yeah.
for the most part. Yeah. But the favorite place I went through was probably Arizona. I want to say it's Arizona. I may be wrong on this, but it's the town that had all the molten rock. where everything's black, like from the lava.
Uh-huh.
So cool to see. I loved that. It was like crystal rocks, uh, and it's all the way down through there. And then you look at it like on Google Maps
Uh-huh.
from the top, and you can see exactly where it was all running from. Where you're going in the middle of. I thought that was really cool.
I love Google. I just gotta say, I love Google Maps. I like anytime I can't think of something, I'm gonna ask Google.
Right. Yeah.
I'll be telling my
Exactly.
daughter that as well. If I don't know it, we're gonna ask Google.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done got hooked on Chat GPT. So anything that I want to know, I'll just ask Chat. you know, and they tell me everything I need to know. And I mean, Chat GPT made that logo for me.
Oh
I
wow.
just typed it in there like I want a logo for my podcast with an animated version of me, and it said, "Okay, send me a picture of you." So I did. Bam, that's what it come up with. And I was like, "Oh my
And that's
god,
what you use.
yeah,
Hey, I like it.
yeah, it's pretty cool."
Try that.
Yeah, AI stuff, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's scary at the same time, but it's crazy.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny. I was watching John Wick the other night, and I got into the AI, and I thought, create a picture of me standing next to Keanu Reeves,
Yeah.
and it did it.
Yes, it did.
I thought, I was
Yes.
like, I'm gonna post these, but I
Mhm.
haven't. I haven't yet. I'm going through to see which one I like. And
Right.
then I just kept doing it. It's an addiction. You just like can't stop this.
Right.
Like,
It's the coolest shit ever. I mean,
mhm.
it's nuts.
There was even one I was like, this doesn't look like me. Where did they get this person?
Yeah.
And but then the next one I did, I thought,
Yeah.
and of course they're all shiny looking porcelain. It's
Right.
like I can't see any of my pores.
Yeah.
I can't see
Yeah.
my scar under my eye. I was like, I like this too.
Yeah. Completely perfect. All through and through.
Hmm.
It's amazing. And
And it is. It's technology. It's out. I mean, it's good.
ChatGPT will actually like if you need like to write a letter or something like that, you can type in there. Uh, we'll use like getting a raise for example. You write in there. I need to write a letter to my boss, telling them how valuable I am and these are the things that I do, and I'm asking for a raise. It will write you a perfect professional letter, ready to send,
No editing. Ready to send.
ready to send. But what it'll do before it makes it, it'll ask you, okay, what's your name? So you put your name in,
Hmm.
and then it'll say what's some of the key points you want in there. So you'll type it that, and then there it is, ready to send. It's nuts.
That. Yeah.
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 And I was watching Theo Vaughn. He's got a podcast, and he had the creator of ChatGPT on. This has been a few weeks ago, and Theo asked him like, what can some of the future things that we can look forward to on AI, you know? And this guy's talking like, as far as jobs being replaced, like he's talking like we're going to get to a point to where you can take a road department and have an AI backhoe, right? An
Mm.
AI dump truck and an AI front end loader. And this backhoe will go out to the site and you tell this backhoe, this ditch right here is doing this. Like it won't drain because of this. And that backhoe is going to be able to know exactly what to do to make it flow right. And if it needs, like say, river rock, it's going to be able to communicate to the dump truck and the front end loader. And the front end loader is going to load up exactly how much it needs, a weight or whatever,
Mm.
put it in the dump truck, and the dump truck drive out there to the site. No people involved.
No
Just
physical
just a
labor.
foreman out there telling it what to do.
So one person.
Yeah,
So say what is that? A team of 6 to 10.
maybe.
Now it's down to one
Hmm.
human.
Yeah,
So that's the scary part.
that's the scary part. Yeah. So, and I just really use that as an example, but I can't remember exactly which like situation he was using at the time. It was more on like injection blow molding or something like that to do with machines making parts.
Mm.
Uh, like you can almost get rid of people on that, with AI, or that's where it's going,
Yeah.
because you'll be able to put in this is the parameters I need, this is the material I need in there, make it, and it'll make it, that kind of thing. So,
Mm.
I mean, you look at just the letter, just being able to tell it what to do, and it made it.
Yeah.
That's
Put in
amazing in
all your
itself.
credentials, and
Yeah.
now that's helpful. It saves time,
Right.
but It's like when I create my resume, I put my work into it. I did it.
Hmm.
I'm happy with it, and that's being done for me within, what, a minute?
Yeah, yeah. Because you can actually take the resume that you wrote, right?
Mm,
Upload it to your computer, put it into Chat GPT, and say, "I want this more professional," and it'll rewrite it for you right there.
yeah. I mean, that's helpful for adults. I feel like it might be bad for the younger generation
Most definitely, because that's the first thing I thought of. I wish I
because
had this in high school.
yeah, I mean,
You know?
it's good at the same time, but for some reason, I feel like I need to put more work into it.
Yeah,
It's kinda like using a calculator. Calculator is great,
right.
but, your teacher wants you to show your work, and it would be good. That
Yeah,
way you learn how to
yeah.
do it the correct way, but I feel like it's cheating.
It
Cheating,
is.
at the same time.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, and that's something that they'll have to make a decision on. As far as the education system, are we gonna have a program that can pinpoint if this was used by or if this was written by older person? They'll have to do that too. But because if any kid right now is smart enough, they're gonna use that. I mean, that's just the way you would do it.
Which as a teacher, I can see, "Hey, let's try the chat so you can see what it's
Yeah.
like
Right.
because you're gonna wanna know how to do that, and we're gonna do it the long way." Like with
Yeah.
math, do it the long way, do it the easy way.
Right.
You know both ways.
Now, another scary thing with this Chat GPT is, and this is like people reporting this like on YouTube and stuff, but Chat GPT has a human uh, feature on it, I guess is what you can call it. And it's a button, and you don't have to type. You talk,
Mm,
and they talk back. You can have a full on conversation, and you would not believe that it's a computer. Like it talks like we're talking right now.
mhm.
Like you don't have that, like on your GPS, turn right. It's none of that. You have emotion in its voice, that kind of thing.
Like you and I
Yeah,
sitting here.
right.
Oh,
So
that is different.
a buddy of mine told me about that, and me and Nikki was in there all the night. And I'm like, "Come on, try it. We'll see what it does." And I did it. And well, we just had a conversation for a solid 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I was just amazed.
That would work well, for a robot bartender.
Hmm. Hmm.
I could see that replacing bartenders.
Yeah.
Like, "Come tell me your problems. Here, what kind of drink do you want? Red
Right.
martini? There you go."
Yeah. Turn around and make it right there for them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, all that stuff could be in the future. We don't know. So, which I know Elon Musk got a big problem with it. Because he was the help make it. With Google, and that was his big problem was he didn't want it to be able to think. That was his stipulation. Like we're not going to make it be able to think. But as soon as he got pulled out of it and he went on the Trump campaign, Google made it think. So, and he had said this on Joe Rogan. That's what he's worried about. Because if you give it a brain, you're talking iRobot kind of shit, Ultron,
Right.
that kind of
Mhm.
thing. That that's a possibility. He
That
said
it could happen.
he
Yeah.
said it's ridiculous that I'm saying it, but I'm telling you right now, it's a possibility that it could happen. That
Right.
kind of thing.
Yeah, that's like with anything else. There's pros and cons.
Yeah,
Like, is this what you want out of the future? You want this technology to reach its height here, or you
right.
wanna stun it and just be where we are now,
Yeah,
but we don't wanna risk that overtaking us.
right. And I feel like these days jobs already are really easier than they was 30 years ago.
Mhm.
For sure. I think we're at a good point right
I do
now.
too.
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah.
good. Like, because people still need to make money. You keep replacing it with AI. We're not gonna have no jobs, but I just think we're at a good spot. Let people work. You know, let's slow it down.
But some people are not happy with that.
No,
They want to,
no.
"Hey, I want the next S23 Ultra. I want the
Yeah.
next S25 Ultra." They wanna keep getting in the same with,
Mhm.
technology, all the creators, all the, engineers, the ones that are really smart that know how to do it, know how it'll work.
Right.
They want more.
Yeah. Always
And
more.
yeah, and I feel like they could get it there, of course,
Yeah.
and
It's just scary of the outcome.
it's like, say, a person creates a car and, hey, it doesn't need gas, it needs water. Hey,
Yeah.
that has created a whole new
Right.
force right there,
And
and it works.
I want to say that they are working on a water-based car, or I might have read that somewhere. That would be a blessing,
Because of
I would think.
resources,
Yeah,
yes.
that would for that reason.
Like, I
But
need to take my water bill or the gas bill
yeah,
anytime,
yeah, most definitely. But it'd be like anything else. If they did make a car that was based on water, then all of a sudden water is going to cost hundreds of dollars.
That's gonna go up, mhm.
Yeah, because you can buy a 24 pack of water right now for $3. Guarantee it'll go up to $100 for a 24 pack.
Mhm. Kinda like, I remember my mom, she told me a story when Goodyear first came, and you probably heard the same story. Rent was so cheap.
Yeah.
Rent might have been, what, $100 a month?
Hmm.
Goodyear came into Union City, and it went up to 400,
Yeah, overnight
500
probably.
overnight,
Yeah,
mhm. So you're right, that's like anything else. Water
yeah,
will be
through the roof. Yeah, it's ridiculous, ridiculous. Because I mean, where we're at now, and I'm amazed. Like some of the workers at Kaiser even that's tell me what they're paying in rent in these places here, and I'm like,
mhm.
what? You're paying like $1,700 a month for a
Wow,
1 bedroom apartment? Are you kidding? No, that's what I'm.
that's here in
Yeah,
Tennessee.
in Tennessee, and I'm like, okay, is your electric and all that added into it? No, we got all that separate. What? You're paying that in rent?
That's crazy.
No wonder people can make it or can't make it.
They can't, mm-mm. And see, I thought when I was living in Clarksville, I lived there, 2000 I lived there about a year,
Yeah,
and my rent was $700,
right.
and I thought that was high,
Yeah, most definitely.
which, of course, me working there, I made more money than I would here for that particular job. It was, environmental health and safety, which it was a little bit HR too, but I loved it.
Yeah,
Loved the people. I loved the city of Clarksville. Didn't love the traffic. That's about like Nashville.
yeah.
When I
It is kind of
was
wild in Clarksville.
yeah,
Wow.
and yeah, 700 a month, I thought, and it was a modest but clean and in a safe neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yeah, didn't have that dog smell like what you smell somewhere, and I
right.
love dogs, don't get me wrong, but,
Yeah,
dirty dog
I know
smell,
what you mean.
mhm,
Yeah,
and yeah, I thought it was high, but
right.
I made it work, and I'd come back home on the weekends and then go back and Clarksville during the week and work,
Yeah,
and yeah.
yeah. That was probably pretty tough too with gas and stuff. I remember, I got into that where I wanted to move to Florida, and I had some family down there, so I got a job in pest control in Fort Walton Beach. So I went down there and I lived there for a month with them. But I went down there with the intent on finding a place and then bringing Nikki and the baby down.
Mm,
And I just couldn't, without living in something that's nearly non-livable. You know, the rent was no less than $1,700. And any kind of nice house that you could find was 2,500 and above. And that was just a regular neighborhood, no beach. It
mhm.
was just out there in the country part. So I found out real quick, like this is probably not a good idea right now. you know,
Unless you have a job that you make good
yes,
money
yes.
for that lifestyle, for that place in Florida.
Which I didn't realize it, but the pest control business is not like hourly based, so it's commission based. And I didn't know it at the time, but I only worked there for 4 weeks, right?
Mhm.
And my first paycheck for 2 weeks was $2,000. That's pretty good.
That's really good.
Uh, and I didn't know,
Yeah.
or I'd have stayed in my damn car, for a little bit. But when I
For
got
commission,
home,
that's good,
yeah,
yeah.
that's good because the routes. I was thinking I had to sell stuff, to get that commission, but the routes are actually based on your route. Like if you've got 100 customers on your route, that's what your commission comes from already. It's not you selling; it's coming off what they're paying already.
So it's already set.
It's
I
already
mean,
set.
unless somebody cancels, that
Yeah,
changes your pay.
and then if you sell something, that's just extra.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't realize that whenever I took the job, but I wish I would have. But yeah, when I got home and I got that first paycheck, I'm like, oh my god,
Like, "What did I just do?"
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm glad though because Fort Walton really really wasn't for us. our intent was to move to Gulf Shores, Alabama.
I see y'all more with the beach
Yeah,
and water,
yeah,
some scenery. I understand
right,
that.
yeah. But I just had family there. That's the reason I made that choice.
Mhm.
But if I ever do it again, it'll be Alabama, which I probably won't because we did, get blessed after the tornadoes.
And yeah, you can always dream. I mean, and you never know. I, I've been to Florida. When we were laid off from Goodyear, we took a couple of weeks to just drive down the
Yeah,
coast. And we
right.
thought, hey, let's just go all the way down to the bottom,
Yeah,
go all the way to Key West, my favorite place.
right.
I love
Mm,
Vegas, second favorite place, but if I could ever move to Key West, I would. And
yeah,
it's been expensive too because it's right there at the bottom.
right there. Yeah.
Uh, but what I love about it, friendly people. I felt safe. I walked to the post office at 11 o'clock at night. Came back. There was a girl riding her bicycle. People sitting on the porch eating ice cream cones. I mean, you
Wow.
could hear music.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
and then you could go to one side of the island, watch the sun come up,
Hmm. That's cool.
and then go to the other side of the island and watch the sunset over the water.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
And
that's my favorite part about going to Gulf Shores. I wake up early just to see the sunrise, over the water.
that's what we did. And the first night that we were there and we did that, we walked out and it was dark and it was eerie because you can't tell the sky from the water.
Mm.
And we go
Yeah.
out and we walk a little ways and there's this big concrete platform. Water's coming in over it and leaving, and there's one other person out there.
Yeah.
And it's a little eerie too because there's all in white. But you
Right.
see a bicycle, so you know somebody's there.
Yeah.
That person looks back at us. We look back, kind of do a nod. We're good. We're
Yeah. We're
cool.
good. Yeah.
And then we feel a raindrop.
Yeah.
It starts storming. The bottom let out.
Oh man. Wow.
So we're going back to the car, trying to run in flip flops, soaking wet.
Yeah.
We get in there, we're freezing, turn on the heat. Sun starts to come up. No more rain. People start to swim in,
Wow.
watch the sunrise, people walking their dogs.
That's crazy.
So that was an experience the first time there,
Yeah.
getting drenched and watching the sun come up.
Wow. That is cool. I've
But
actually got an old classmate that lives in the U.S. She's a marine biologist down there.
oh,
So,
man, that's awesome.
yeah, she's got like the perfect job, too. So,
And she probably loves it.
yeah.
That's what she's always wanted to do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely loves it. As far as I know, anyway.
But you should add that to y'all's list, Key West,
Yeah.
when you
I'd like to
go.
go see that.
And a lot of history too, Ernest Hemingway,
Hmm. Yeah.
just a lot to see.
Yeah.
People too. Another girl riding her bicycle. Everyone's on scooters or bicycles usually.
Yeah.
One young girl, her pet snake was around her neck while she
Oh,
was riding
God.
her bicycle. Yeah, couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to take that on. Like,
Uh-uh.
hmm. Where we haven't been anywhere up north, like into like any kind of snowy place,
Mhm.
mountains or whatever. I guess, or I'd like to go to Yellowstone or something like that. So yeah, but no, we've never been north. My dream place to go visit is New York City. I'd love to go to New York and see the
Mhm.
Twin Towers, and stuff.
The monument
Yeah, the
and
monument where they were
yeah,
sitting at, all that good stuff. But I'd love to take a train from here to go to New York at Christmas time, just to
oh,
see, Central Park and all that, and then go see the Twin Tower Memorial. So one of these days, I'm going to do that.
I hope you do.
Yeah.
I hope you do. When you go, I hope you see the Statue of Liberty too.
Yes,
That's
I'd
on my
like to see
bucket list
that.
as well.
Yeah.
I actually want to go in the Statue of Liberty, but I don't know if they still do that. I'd have to Google
Yeah, I'm
to
not sure if they
see.
do that or not anymore. I just like to see Times Square too.
Oh, Madison Square Garden, Central
Yes, yes,
Park,
all that.
so much. That's
Yeah. And I miss chances, because my Uncle D, even though he lived in Los Angeles, his wife worked for an executive that had a, he owned a condo in New York City, and he allowed them to go visit there a lot. And he invited me a couple times, but I just never go. I wish I had now, but yeah, they went all the time. He said New York is it's a visit place. You don't want to live there, that kind of
mm-mm.
thing. But yeah, I'd like to visit it. Because the crime right there is crazy too. So
Yes, but they say Memphis now is getting that bad
yeah.
on the news.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's so many people or times have changed. Yeah, you don't know what it is
I
really.
think it's more. I think it's more political right now.
Yeah,
All the
could be.
violence is political based, and just the this just the assassination that happened yesterday. Uh, which this episode will come out Monday. We're actually doing this September 11th. So, uh,
And
yeah,
that's good that you brought up New York City too,
right,
9/11, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. So, I'm big in politics. I watch it religiously, and I try not to talk about it a whole lot because my views are probably not going to match up with a lot of people's. But
Well, that's okay. We're
yeah,
not all the same. We all have our
no,
own opinions. Some
right,
people can't handle it, some people can.
yeah.
Um,
Obviously, what just happened, people can't handle it. But
it's, anybody, of course, no, a human being getting assassinated like that, that's should be on
yeah,
everybody's, no matter what he stood for. I mean, it's bad all around.
right. I mean, you got freedom of speech. You got the right to your own opinion. That kind of thing. If you don't like somebody's opinion, just don't listen to them.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
that's
like
that's your right.
Facebook. Scroll up, just
Yes.
scroll. You don't have to comment. You don't have to put anything hateful.
No.
Just scroll.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, if we all thought the same, it would be
yeah,
so boring. I
it
wouldn't
would.
understand different perspectives. Like my brother and myself, we have different views, and I listen to him,
Yeah.
and it doesn't change how I feel about him. He's still my brother. I still
Right.
love him, and same way with me. He's not gonna say, "Well, I don't like you anymore because you like Trump,"
Right.
or you support this.
Yeah.
But I
It's
can see his perspective, and he
yeah.
can see mine, and we're okay. Yeah.
Right. 'Cause there's just a lot of even on Charlie Kirk's videos. I mean, where he goes to these campuses and he talks to them. Um, he needs to be out there doing that because some of these kids just don't know what they're talking about.
No.
They're
Mm-mm.
misinformed. They're listening to the wrong people, or whatever the case is.
And I know he changed a lot of people's thoughts because he actually made them think.
Yes.
I mean, he put different ideas out there, and some may agree, some may not, but at least it got them thinking.
Right. You got them thinking about it and doing the proper research.
Uh-huh.
Just because I mean, you've got women that come up there and just are so scared, crying even that Trump's taking away women's rights. Like,
Where did they
what
get
rights is he
this?
taking?
Yeah, where did they get that?
Right. Yeah. Where
Who's
does that
filling their
come
head
from?
with that?
I don't get it. And once he explains it to them, they either leave mad or they leave in fun. You know.
Mhm.
So what he was doing, I thought was a tremendous thing. And not only was he doing that, but he was bringing young people to the Lord too. He
Mhm.
was bringing Jesus in young people's lives. And it just one person just thought, woke up that morning and was like, I'm fixing to kill this guy. For what? What was the
Yeah.
reason?
How do you wake up saying, "This is what I'm gonna do today"?
Right. Yeah.
It
And our politics, I don't even remember thinking about politics back whenever I was a kid. You know,
different times.
yeah, 13, 14, I didn't think about who the president was.
Mm-mm.
And you've got 13 or 14-year-olds today that's deep into that stuff, like knows everything there is to know.
Which is good, which I like because, I mean, I was oblivious when I was younger.
Yeah.
I knew who the president was, but I didn't follow it, and
Hmm.
I I was thinking today when I was playing with my little girl, all the dangers out there,
Yes.
9/11, this assassination, um, Memphis, Tennessee, other places that are so dangerous, other things that could happen, somebody shooting you at a concert.
Right.
My mom never had that thought when I was that age.
Yeah. Mine
She
either.
left the door unlocked.
Right.
Yeah, we were outside playing. It was such a different time,
Yeah.
and it's a little sad that it can't be like that now.
Even going to the Albine County Fair just 2 weeks ago, we were there when that fight broke out behind us, and we knew that girl had a gun. And uh, well, Nikki had just heard that the girl had a gun, and when she walked back over there to me and told me that, I'm like, okay. She was like, let's go. I think it's time to go. I'm like, yeah, I
Mhm.
think I agree. We get up, and that's when the fight started. And we scooped up Carmen and just walked out. But the whole night we were there, the problem is kids don't have respect anymore, for one. They're not being taught respect, a lot of them. Not saying that all of them's like that, but there's a lot that just don't. We're standing there in line, and these kids are walking through like, move. They don't say, excuse me. They're just like pushing you out of the way, that kind of thing.
And that's gonna start a fight with
Yeah,
the wrong person.
right. And it just escalates from there.
And it should be such a good time. Rides, food, good people. You see your friends, and people can turn it into something so hateful
So
fast.
hateful. Yeah. But
But I I think all the different dangers. I'm trying to be aware. It's like the TV shows out nowadays too. Watching all the serial killers. What was it, Dahmer?
yeah.
A lot of people don't want to watch it because they don't want to bring that evil into their house.
Right.
Well, I want to watch it so I can see the evil, be aware of it. How
Yeah.
is this going to help
Right.
me protect my child? How is this going to help me be a stronger person?
Yeah. Exactly. What you need to look for in a person that acts like that. You
Mhm.
know,
Be
for
aware.
one.
Yeah, be aware of your
Yeah.
surroundings. I was always taught, you never know what could happen. Especially we took a trip to New Orleans when I was younger, and I'm right there too as well. But yeah, always be around and aware of your surroundings. If you feel like somebody's following you, look back. Don't be afraid. Just
Right.
don't have your blinders on.
Yeah.
Just pay attention.
Know exactly what you need to do in a situation like that. You know,
Mhm.
being informed is magical. You know,
Yeah.
but like I was telling Nikki one night, I'm like, it's amazing already that these TV shows are able to make it like season upon season on just murderers.
Mhm.
Think about it. Some of these TV shows have like 600 episodes,
All in order.
and each one of them are different murderers that's in
Yeah.
our country
Mm.
or that's been in our country all these years. And that's a lot of killing, you know. And some of these murderers are serial killers that's killed multiple, you know.
Mhm.
Like when you actually sit down and really think about that,
And
there's a
how
lot of evil here, you
it
know.
is. And how is it? I feel like how is it they're so much smarter?
Right.
How do we not see them?
Yeah. How do we not obviously get them, you know? Like what's his name? Ted Bundy.
Mm.
Everybody loved him. The clown. What's his name? Gacy. John Wayne
John
Gacy.
Wayne Gacy.
Everybody loved him. He was a political leader, you know, stuff like that. Never knew.
Personality. Yeah.
Yeah, never knew he was killing people. So that's scary to know.
Good actors or just people not paying attention.
Yeah, either one. I think it's the acting part because just listening to him in the interviews on those documentaries, I'm not thinking this guy's a killer. You know, whenever I'm
Mm-mm.
watching those, so it's good acting, persuasive. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like, did they go to a school? How do I get people to fall in love with me so they know I'm not a serial killer?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. It's crazy.
mm,
So, so you're a photographer, and that's what you're doing full time now.
yes. Um, Crystal Jones Photography. Of course, I took my name. I take maternity, wedding. I have done behind the scenes photos for a local filmmaker in
Oh,
Jackson,
nice.
Jerron Lockridge. Check out
Mm.
his page.
Oh yeah,
You would love some of his productions, and you
yeah.
can find them online as well.
Mm,
Great person, great
nice.
director. His wife, Amber Lockridge, both they're great people,
Yeah.
sweet people. I've
Mm,
worked with them the past several years on several projects. Uh, there's Succuba, The Reaper Man,
yeah.
Cubic Zirconia,
Hmm,
behind the scenes photographer. I'm the
wow.
photographer, so I have to have a camera that doesn't click. When
Yeah.
he says action, it has to be quiet except for the actors and what
Right.
they're doing.
Yeah.
So I have a camera, my Sony, that I can turn no click on. Just shut off that, make
Right.
it silent mode. And
That's cool.
then I just have to be careful. One time I sneezed and I was like, oh God, I'm gonna sneeze.
Yeah.
And then I tried to hold it and it wasn't happening.
Right.
I sneezed, he yelled cut, it was okay. I think he was able to edit it out, but
Yeah.
I feel awful.
Right.
But I behind the scenes photography, I love that, which I also love child photography,
Yeah.
maternity, weddings. I love all of that. Couple
Right.
photography. I try to take all that because if you don't do that all the time, it's like anything else. You kind of lose your edge.
Right.
You don't get excited about it, but I love taking all those photos, and it's helped with practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get different angles. I don't want to shoot the same things over and over again. I want to get something different.
Right. Yeah. Always some changing. Yeah.
And the same
I
with
get that.
yeah, and the same with Photoshop, like with the AI, what you're talking about. I love being able to remove something or add a different sky
Right.
or crop myself out if I don't like the way I look,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
and that's great.
I
And
get that too, 100%.
but I do, I love it. I enjoy all types of photography. There's street photography. I love landscapes, guys.
Yeah,
I got a lot of the sunset, sunrise. Um, I like getting street photography because, say, I'm taking a picture of just an old man walking across the street.
right.
He's just, you click on it, he's just enjoying his day. Someone else will see that picture. Hey, that makes me feel peaceful.
Mhm,
Or hey, that reminds me of my dad.
mhm.
Or I like that as well.
Yeah,
And sometimes they catch me, and then I'm like, I'm just doing some photos over here. Don't mind
right,
me.
yeah.
What do you do then?
Yeah, 'cause I imagine some people get, overly eerie
Mm,
'cause, there's a I guess they're brothers that's on YouTube, but, they always, go and test law enforcement, in different cities,
mm,
and they'll go in front of a store and just be filming stuff, just filming, waiting on the owner to come out. "What are y'all doing in front of my store?" But they're on a public street.
uh-huh.
You can't do nothing to me. So they test, they call it law enforcement. They test to make sure law enforcement knows the laws and knows that they can't make them leave, because they're on public sidewalk.
Mm.
So there's a lot of that I watch, I like that. I think it's entertainment.
And I could put a positive spin on that. He's advertising your business.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just
Think
say
about it
something
that way.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But man, some of them come out angry,
they do.
like, what are you doing on my sidewalk? He's like, man, this ain't your sidewalk, or something like that.
It makes me wonder, well, what are y'all doing that you don't want filmed?
Exactly
What's
right. Yeah.
happening?
Yeah. But there's always those people. You're never
Mm,
going to get rid of them.
yeah,
So, but yeah, that's cool. That photography, that's cool.
it is. And I I took pictures in high school. I was on the newspaper staff, so I wrote stories and I took photos with a camera that was not digital. I
Yeah.
actually had to use the film, which is good. And I still
Wow.
have some film. I know that's wild. Then later on, I got my digital camera. And I remember when I was doing modeling and I needed some headshots, and I went to photographers.
Yeah.
I want this. I want this type of shot. They wanted to do it their way.
Mm,
I didn't want that.
right.
That's not what I want.
Yeah. Mm,
So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do this myself. I've done it before. I'm just going to get into it.
right.
So I did my own headshots and thought, well, I'm going to just start taking other people's headshots.
Yeah.
So, because I had fellow actors that needed it and I charged them really cheap and they loved them. And that's how I got more into it. Well, I'm going to try my hand at this, try my hand at
Right.
wedding,
Yeah. Hell
maternity,
yeah.
baby. Yeah.
Right.
And I got into Bella baby photography at the hospital in Jackson.
Yeah.
That was around 2019. Loved holding newborn babies.
Oh
I
man.
was able to go in and so 24 hours after they're born, take their pictures
Yeah.
in the hospital setting.
Wow.
I
Mm.
probably held, I know it's over 200 babies. I got to take pictures of
Wow. That's
because
cool.
there was one time I was at the Jackson Hospital and 34 babies had been born.
Dang.
So I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to work overtime, double time. That's fine, I can do it.
Right.
But I didn't get sick of it. I did it. Loved it.
Yeah.
Because you see all different babies, and one even looked like they had a little mohawk, cutest little boy. I
Wow.
said, "This little boy that has a mohawk, and there's highlights, there's
Yeah.
natural highlights. I mean, how? It
How's
just
that
came out
happen?
that way."
Wow.
I thought that's cool.
That is cool. Hmm.
And then COVID hit, and in 2020, when it got real serious, and photographers at the hospital were not considered essential,
Oh yeah.
so that ended that.
Yeah.
And um, so then I created the Crystal Jones photography so I could do my
Nice.
own and go from
Yeah.
there.
I mean, that's how things get started, though. Just an idea. And
Mhm,
then it depends on you to keep moving forward with it.
mhm,
So that's kind of how this began for me. It was let's try it, and now I do it. So
yeah.
yeah.
And that's how it is, like, sitting here reminiscing with you about this. Like, how did it all start? It brings it back.
Right.
What all have I done? Wow, it's so much, and
Yeah.
then things I've forgotten about. Yeah.
Right. It comes back just here and there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And a funny story, I was filming with Jerron and Amber. I think it was on the movie Succuba, which I'm in that movie as
Oh,
Tracy.
nice.
I'm the dead wife. So,
Yeah, I gotta watch this.
yes, you can find it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Succuba. It's a good. He's good. He's very creative. Um, but I'm in that, and I was pregnant during that. Didn't
Oh
know it.
wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's funny.
Looking back, I thought, wait, no, why? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's got another project coming up, House for the Broken.
Yeah.
It's a faith-based series. So check out his page. Look at that. He's going to start filming that
Yeah, I like
October,
faith
November.
based. Yeah, I'll check that for sure.
Yeah, what I've seen of it so far,
I'm gonna
it's
try to
good.
watch all of that.
He's got a
I didn't
lot.
know somebody close like that did that.
Yeah, he's got a
That's
lot
pretty
of
cool.
productions that, and I met him through another director, Gunnar Sanderson.
Mm.
He had the Eternity film come out,
Oh yeah.
and we were at the premiere in Nashville,
Mm.
and I met Jerron there with Keith Jackson.
Yeah.
That's just how, yeah,
Wow.
he called me one day and
That's
got
pretty cool.
started. Yeah,
Yeah.
small world,
Small
actually.
world. Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. Well, I really appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, I
That
appreciate you
that was
having me.
fun. That was
Yeah,
fun. Uh, uh, the support that I've been getting has been phenomenal. Really, just different people that's wanted to come on. So, um, yeah, I really, really appreciate it.
well, thank
So,
you for thinking of me. Yeah,
yeah,
I've enjoyed talking about the acting and photography
yeah,
and just life and what's
right,
happening today. Yeah,
yeah,
and learning about you as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
indeed, indeed. Yeah, it's been fun. Um, but I really appreciate it, and I'll try to have you on again. If you're down for it, I like having multiple visitors, so we'll try to do it again sometime.
that sounds great.
Awesome, Crystal Jones, everybody, uh, and thank you all as well for tuning in and giving me the support and all the likes and the shares. It's keeping me going. Here in a few weeks, I'll be in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and I'm going to do my next live show there. So y'all stay tuned for that. And I'm probably going to have some prizes to give away as well. So y'all keep a lookout for the marketing side of things. I'll be putting it on Facebook and stuff. So uh, once again, thank y'all. And I am Bubba-T, and I love you to death. And we'll see you next time.
She'd say, well, I don't guess too much